I guess it would help if people could hear us.
Oh, look at that.
So I guess
welcome again to the Master of Wills Community Challenge stream. We're going to be playing today a couple of our community members who are top on the season leaderboard in a real ranked match. Well, actually no, because we're going to send an invite, so it won't be a ranked match, but it'll still be a challenge. So what we're going to do is first we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of deck building, and I know that I'm allowed to use Razor Core or Shadow Cell. I don't know what Tina Marie is going to use. Shall we go Razor Core or Shadow Cell?
I think we should let's show them what Razor Core's strengths are. You know, Razor Core didn't, I was letting everybody know earlier, Razor Core didn't give everybody a half day today because, there is a holiday on Monday, and typically the corps let people off, but Razor Core
Razor Core is hardcore.
They're way too hardcore.
So I'm thinking I'm thinking Scarecrow and either Dark Scar or Grim Order. I know you like Grim Order, but it is a risky card too. What do you think? Want to do it?
Yeah, let's
go for it.
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right, I'm gonna go Mindswipe or Crafty Butcher. Which one?
Mindswipe or Crafty Butcher. I like Mindswipe. Personally, I like Mindswipe.
All right, well, I'll let you choose that one. I'm not gonna go with Violent Deceiver. I typically would. I'm gonna go with Doppelganger and see if we can't pull off a Doppelganger play. The rest of these are pretty good. Sleight of Hand, or shall we go with another +5, -5 card?
Sleight of Hand.
All right. The rest, let's keep it as is. All right. So we're going to go ahead and challenge, and Tina Marie's here. So Tina Marie, here we go. You can invite a friend this way. The games won't have a time limit, so we can actually play. Then when it pops up, we choose the faction deck we want. And away we go. There's Life Dealer. Hadn't seen him in a while. All right. So we've got the Edge Hunter board, and she has chosen Dawn Light. Ooh, look at these starting cards.
Ooh, those are
It's
nice.
hard. It's hard to choose differently, right?
You got to keep them.
I'm keeping all three. I'm agreeing with you on that. All right, so let's see how the board. We're going to flip to see who goes first. The high card gets to make the decision, and it's an important one. And if we tie, that's interesting because both cards are killed and actually feed the afterlife.
And did you notice both were 6s?
I know. Well, unfortunately, there's a -1 in there, and we lost. So she's going to get to decide who goes first. Now, the advantage to the second player is that they can go last, but with some decks you have protection cards and round effect cards that can help you mitigate the second play advantage. Plus, sometimes playing first, like this one, there's a really nice board. She's letting us go first.
Thank you.
Well, here's my thought on this. We have Scarecrow. If we could just send 2 back, like if we took the 4 to our allies, we could take the 12 all the way back to our loyalists and protect it, but that's might be a waste.
Right.
So the real question is, should we just take the 12 and take the 4 and take both factions out of play right now?
I think we go for the faction block.
So faction blocking is essentially, see how this card has this faction helmet on it? Well, essentially, the only way we can play one of these cards is to take a card with that helmet. And you can kind of see the yellow glows. Well, if we take this and we take this, there's no faction right now. Now, there's going to be an end of turn card, so she may end up getting a faction. But for now, it's a good little faction block. And probably, what, Negotiator to start with? Always get him down first.
First round, yeah.
If you can get one of your power lasting effects are played on these rows. And as you can see with the gray card and the gray glow around it.
And look, yeah. No factions now.
So it worked.
It worked.
And that doesn't always work. Oftentimes the faction comes out and you can't stop it, but that's made it really nice for us. She could take the 12 back out with either the 2 or the 6, which she's likely not to do because she doesn't want to give us a faction.
She took the black 2.
But she's drawing a card. That little icon draws an extra card. See this? That little icon at the top? So we didn't get a faction either. So we're sitting in a position where we don't have a faction, but we definitely can bank. Well, but we can also bank. Oh,
yeah, we could.
We can bank that 12 right now and steal her 6.
Ooh.
And her 2. We got to do that.
Ooh, yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to lock in -4 early, which is kind of risky.
Right. But look, this is one of those cards that everyone says, well, hey, you always want to play a faction card. Even if there's a faction card, this card, +2/+2/+2, moves a ton. So even though it's -4, We can go 1, 2. That's a 4-point swing. We can go 1, 2. That's a 12-point swing, and we can take that 12 to our allies and lock it in. So that's like, you know, it's free money right there. It's 20-2 after the beginning of the second round, so we have a nice lead, and you're going to need one if you're the first player. You're going to always want to keep a little bit of a lead. All right, let's see what she does. No faction for her. And when you get good players are going to play faction keep away. Oh, that's bad. That's good and bad. We got negotiator. We got to take it.
Oh, we have to.
So in this case, we're going to have to give her this 5, which sucks in general because you're giving her more points than you're taking. But
negotiator's going to net us. I mean,
watch what happens. So it's going to bring 2 cards and kill 1. So we get an extra 7 points. So it paid off just to take that card. Ooh, now Doppelganger I want to hold on to. So my thought on Doppelganger is that if we can get one out on the board and move it to her side and then Doppelgang it back, so the inside trader, get Phobia on the inside trader and then Doppelgang it in.
Ooh.
Could be nice.
Sounds like a nasty combo.
But we don't really have that much except for promotion to take that 6, which would draw another card. Or I really don't like Scarecrow with the 2, 2, 5, and 7. It's not powerful enough for that legendary. So should we just promotion it? Or we could just do Doppelganger and get 15 points to our allies right now and save promotion for that same move.
Yep.
Let's do that. All right, so Doppelganger takes all the inside traders from anywhere. So Afterlife from the deck, but they're all in the deck right now. So we're just going to give ourselves 15 points direct to allies. It's a low-scoring epic most of the time, but it's a guaranteed 15 points, which is something that everybody likes. All right, 40-16. Oh, man, Friday. It's Friday.
Hopefully everybody had a good day yesterday. I know some people were celebrating.
What were you celebrating?
I thought there was a day yesterday where, like, we had to, you know, kind of celebrate.
Celebrate what?
Cupid, love, Valentine's.
Valentine's Day? That's not really a holiday, is it?
Oh, I thought it was.
You know, I thought Valentine's Day is the day where you just want to avoid going out to eat because there's just nowhere to eat that's
Actually,
not
we
full.
did. We cooked some salmon. It was delicious.
So it's kind of avoid restaurant day is what we call it.
Yeah, and I saw an article, and I don't know if this is true, but apparently the origin of Valentine's Day is a little bit darker than what people think.
Yes.
I'll need to look that up.
We got a move to make.
I'd say since there's no other greens on the board.
Yeah, and there's no browns, so we might as well.
Or we could take the 4 and flip the green.
I don't know.
And take the 7 out.
That's a difficult decision, but the faction play gives us another faction to look at. And we could still just use Scarecrow.
Yeah, let's do the faction.
We can use Scarecrow because it gets rid of the 5. That leaves only 4 cards. Ooh. Dispute Resolution is an interesting card. So it's going to kill 1 random, so black, red, or purple. Now, if there's black, red, and purple in here, and there's absolutely none of those. So that is the worst possible card. This is difficult because the Scarecrow would be risky, but the 12, you have a 2 in 5 chance of getting the 12 to your loyalist. Shall we run that right now, or it gets rid of our card? But the more cards she adds, the bigger the risk is. Shall we go for it?
Let's do it. Let's keep it exciting.
Right, so Scarecrow is going to do this. Oops. Move all the opponent loyalists back to their recruits. There's only 1. Shuffle the row and then randomly move 2 of those cards to our loyalists and protect them for 1 round. So this is where you manage your luck. So we know we have a 2 in 5 chance of getting the 12, and so let's hope we get it. And look at that. Oh, poor Tina. Oh, that was just the awful, awful luck. But it was a smart play because there's only 5 cards. The odds were we were probably going to get the 7 or the 12.
The odds were not with us on that one. Well,
no, there were odds that we would get one of those 2 cards or the 6. The odds were not that we'd get the 2 and the 2.
Right.
Right? The odds weren't that we were going to get 12 and 7, but we managed that luck a little bit. But the more cards the person brings onto their side of the board, that 12, the percentages go down and your odds of getting it. So you need to kind of manage your luck throughout the game. It's really important. And right now, as Tina Marie is probably not happy with us, but that means nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's only
Absolutely
round 4.
And look at what we're sitting with 3 action cards now. So we've kind of played a few of our nice cards, and we got to hope that, because we don't know what she has. She's probably looking for browns.
You know, I was just thinking the only downfall to us moving all those grays to our allies is we didn't have the opportunity to get them in our recruits to trigger our negotiator.
Yeah, true, but we didn't have another play.
True. Also, if you'll notice, I don't know if this has been brought up yet, but there is a nice new glow to the lasting effects. So you can actually see what color. It'll match the card that's under there.
Well, for those that have played the game or have played it on the phone and didn't like it on the phone because it was very small, I have very good news for everybody. We are doing an update right now. It's not officially being pushed, but there is now going to be a zoom function that allows for 3 levels of zooming. And the reason we did it this way is you're just going to click basically an icon. This takes it to a second layer of zooming and zooms in on the board. And the third layer actually zooms all the way in to where you're going to see almost just the cards are going to look about as big as on an iPad. So it's going to hopefully be a huge win for the game. We know that like 82% of our people are playing on the phone, so we're trying to do it. We had to develop in the tablet format for PC and for phone, so now we're doing all the things we need to do to make the phone better. All right, this seems like an obvious choice to me. There's no blues, but there is there's an orange and purple. I think we got to go 9.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's no brainer. There's no greens on the board. We can move her 6 out, and wish we could frozen assets. That might be really nice to just make sure she can't do anything at least.
Well, we don't have any greens. We do have a red, and we do have a
But
gray.
that purple is what I'm worried about. Now the purple would force her to lose the 2 or the 4 if she took that 7. She'd have to lose the 2, or because all of the others would be frozen.
Or just take the 6, give her the -3, and take the 4.
What?
Oh yeah. We're waiting on a faction play here. Duh.
Yeah. So manipulator's no use to us. Promotion's no use to us really. Disputes not really very good. So I'm gonna go with frozen assets.
Yeah.
Just to protect the 12. She could still kill it, but the thing is, as long as she doesn't get it, we're in good shape. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna reduce the furthest. This is gonna she's gonna be able to use the 7 to take that out, and then we can send it right back with the 6 if we want to.
That's actually works out for us.
Well, we're going to see. All faction options are going to work out for us because either she's going to put the 6 in the middle and allow us to send it right back to her, or she's going to take and have to give us a 6 or a 4-point swing with the 2. Yeah, we'll see. I'll tell you what we really want her to do is to not take the 8.
Yeah.
Because she takes the 8, which is if she doesn't, we can take it into.
And that's one of those. Excuse me. That's one of those cards that I actually really like.
Well, you might not like it after the update.
The update, yep.
Yeah, the update also has a few other big surprises for those players who have been playing quite a bit. There are probably 20 of the cards have move adjustments to them. Some very minor, -1 here, +1 there. Others, like the homeless guy, is now +2 purple, -1 brown. So he becomes ultimately more playable. But that 8 she just took is actually a -4 black now.
Whew.
So now you have a black -4, and that could be really tough for you when you have 2 blacks in the middle.
So now she's going to try and block us from taking the faction.
Well, it's going to be hard since she just drew a bunch of cards.
But if we take that -3, it'll trigger that negotiate. Ooh.
Ooh. Whoa. That's interesting. That's not that good.
Too bad we don't have a Nocturne right now.
But we do have a promotion. It's tough. I'd say the 10 is still the best move for us.
Yeah.
I mean, we could take the -3, but we still... 10 points is 10 points. And the -3 doesn't hurt us. She can't really do much to us. That's a tough one. But I think the 10.
Yeah, let's just.
There's nothing. It doesn't affect us, right? I wish the -3, because we saw a promotion. We can steal one for her cards. So let's do it. Let's give her the -3.
Yeah.
Right. Let's bank the 7, and now let's hope for a good faction play. Because bad investment. Ooh, I think we got to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So bad investment is basically going to deduct all her cards by 1 point, but it's also going to randomly choose 2 cards in the neutral area, the middle, and then double them and lock them for 1 round. So if we can get the 5 or the 15, either one would be fine. If we don't get either, then it didn't pay off. But again, there's only 5 cards in the middle. It's a good time to do it.
Let us see.
Oh, the 15 is it in? Or is it? Yes.
Oh,
oh,
nice.
Darn. That's going to be... Ooh, man. Tina Marie is playing the creators of Mo right now, and it looks like it. Even though we can win and lose just as much as anyone else in this game, it looks like we know the game pretty well because everything's working out in our favor. It's just right now, if you see how we're playing, we know the odds and the percentages because you would too, because essentially there's 5 cards, and again, just like our odds in getting the 12 the other time, it was a 2 in 5 chance to get one of those 2 cards. Well, that was a 2 in 5 chance of getting the 5 or the 15. We got one of them, which was likely to occur.
I do like that 5 too. I know I was telling you that the other day. The 5 that she took.
He didn't change. He was the same.
Good.
There
might have been some problems had
the
he
negative
changed.
3 did change though.
Ooh, Fallen Angel.
Fallen Angel. Okay, so she's trying to. Oh, so we just have to manipulate it right now. We're not going to give her that.
Yeah.
She's trying to do the Divine Protector. We're not going to allow that.
We know your tricks.
So she's got plenty to... We're going to... Oh, we don't have to lose the 10 either because she did that. We would have had to lose the 10.
Yeah.
Now we don't have to lose the 10. We can just give her this 1, and we can just move these guys back. Do we want to move them back? Sure, we'll move them back. Then we can just say, okay, Tina, you want a Divine Protector? We'll let you Divine Protector. Enjoy. And we'll just put this over on her lovely row up here. So now she can Divine Protect all day and send herself to her recruit row. So there you go. Have fun with that. Enjoy. So despite best play, she can still take the 30 though. That's the problem. The Ascension still can get her 30, but that even with the 30-point swing,
that'd be a 60-point swing.
It'd be 60. Sorry, she'd still have to do it now. Because it's
oh, that would be, what's crazy is if she was able to pull that off, it would put her back in the game.
It put her back in the game, which she can do.
With the 14 too?
Oh, she's going to do it. She's going to do, we know it, but she was about to destroy the game with Divine Protector.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That we just stopped that from occurring. So look at this huge 112 to 28, right? She's got a huge thing. The problem for her is now she's got to debate taking that 14 or the 5. The 14 looks good. Except right now, the 14 will send us that 8. So that's another 8 points for us. She can't help that. The 5, she can get by. She could get by with it. But I don't know. She could also take the 4 and take 14 points and the 8 and the 4, which is a lot of points too. So there's a lot of possibilities here. And look at the score. At the end of this turn, I guarantee a humongous swing is likely to occur, and it's a good thing that we have such a big lead right now.
Yeah, because it could be devastating.
It's one of those things. Oh, she did take it. Okay, so she must not have the cards that she... Oh, look at all these points. So she got a lot of good points.
She's going to draw a few things out for us.
Now we've got to figure out how to get that 30 protected, right? Ooh. Oh. Whoa. Wow. Wow. Well, I don't know. To me, usually, almost always, I like to take that 12. But in this case, the -5, we can bank the 12 and 9 and take the 5.
Yeah, or take the 5.
Take the 5 for sure. Then we can steal the 8.
Well, we won't get the 5.
Then we can take the 14 out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We can do all of that. Yeah. So we don't have a choice.
Yeah.
The 12 is a nice play. I mean, look at that. We could get by with that, but no. Too much on the board for us. We want those for sure. We can steal her 8. We can take the 14 out. Oh, we got nothing. Okay, so we have nothing. So what can we do with this? Well, what do we got in here? We still have nothing in here. Dispute resolution could get us some more points.
Inside job wouldn't be that bad.
We really have a terrible hand. Inside job on what?
On the Fallen Angel row.
Yeah, but look at that -7. That could really hurt us if we happen to hit that. The odds aren't there, but it could really be bad.
Or, yeah, I don't know.
Promotion isn't even in the equation.
Right. Sleight of hand.
Dispute resolution, though, we could kill one and still get a random one of these.
Yeah, let's just do that.
It sucks. It's a bad play, but I'd rather not get the -7. That's a 14-point loss.
Right.
This guarantees us, worst case, we kill a -4 or 0, and we still get a chance to get something. Oh, so we got a 4. All right, good. Good enough. And now let's hope we don't get one of the that negative. And we did. Of course we did, but we can give it to her. So there you go. So she's got to pull off the old 88-point to tie move. You could take the 30 and lose right now. That and flip 60 points and lose at this point. So
with the 14 and the 30, yeah, and the faction play, she could. Well, she need the faction play to get the 30, but I don't know. I could see it happening, but I would like to see it happen, honestly.
Well, here's the thing. She took the 12. I mean, she has to give us the 3. Okay, she has no choice. So here comes the 3. Now she can use Divine Protector even. AZRAEL still, she might even get the 30, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It will make the game look more respectable.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're in double digits instead of triples.
There goes the 10.
There goes the 10. She could get 30 points and just lose if she got lucky. She didn't. And we pretty much dominated that game from start to finish.
But look at the outcome. I mean, it ended up being just a...
Well, goes to show. It doesn't matter how far you are ahead. There were logical plays that could get her the win with 90 points. It's possible.
Right.
And we couldn't protect the 30. We still had a pretty good game there. We don't get any rank points. That's a shame because I am really aiming for 3,000. Good game, Tina Marie. Good one.
Good job. Good job.
Now,
a clap.
We have another objective, and that should be the other person.
Dun, dun, dun.
That was the appetizer. Here comes the main course.
Ooh.
All right. So here's number 2. If you want, we can now.
Now I think we switch it up now.
You want to go with Shadow?
Yeah, let's do Shadow.
Well, you know he's going to be playing Shadow.
Then should we take a challenge and do Alpha?
Oh, I never win with Alpha personally.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't, but they are one of the best winning factions. So we could do...
I chose Razor, so I'll let you choose this one.
I really want to do Razor against him because I really handle him pretty good with...
All right. Well,
now we'll go Alpha. Let's try it.
All right. Let's try it.
We can lose. It's a friend challenge. Here's the thing. Alpha's probably got... All the factions are very even. But for me, for some reason, I'm more of a 50-50 with them. Other people play them a lot better than me, and I don't know why. They are powerful. It might just be my...
And if you're curious to know how you're doing with each faction, just go to your profile page and look at the bottom.
So what are we going to do before time runs out?
Well, we know who likes reinforcements.
Yeah, we know who likes that one. Hard freeze. It's not a good early game
It's
card.
not, but it is good to have.
We can't keep these cards, man. We got to get something else.
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Well, that's good with the reinforcements early on.
Oh yeah, that could be. Ooh man.
Yeah. Well, we've got to see what we get.
Reinforcements.
What I like about C Frisbee is always tries to make me go first. So maybe a big card, there it is, comes out. He makes me go first, and then we can do it. If he's watching the stream, then he'll just cheat and not let us have the card. Let's see. Because never would he will guarantee will make me go first with this setup unless he's watching the stream. And trying to get a leg up on us. Let's see what he does. If he takes a 14, then we know. Yep, there he goes. See, he knew it. He's watching the stream. That's how we know. But that's okay. You can even see our cards. We'll play with our cards open-faced. That's okay. He shouldn't have gone first because the 14 is pretty easy for us to swap out with Criterion. And then we'll bring it to our side and then call it a day.
Who's whispering in his ear?
No one. He did that. That's okay. It's fine with me. What shall we do? What shall we do?
9's not bad.
Moves that 14 back, then we could swap it. That's what we should do.
Yeah.
And we should take the 3 so we can swap it for that 11 and swap his 14. Because we can take the 7 out. The 3, right? give him the 3, take the 7, move the 14 back, swap it out with Criterion.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that.
All right, so we do that. We're going to move his 14 back, give him the 3, put the 7 out. Then, because we only have the 3, we'll go ahead with this Criterion move. And we'll just swap some things out, in and out for him. So we'll take his and give him this 3. That's a nice 11-point swing there. And we'll swing this over for us and give us a little lead after 1. But it's pretty close. So now that sets up maybe the play for reinforcements, right?
Ooh, yeah. But it's dangerous because it's in our recruit row.
Yeah, well, we don't know what's coming out.
We don't.
And he could take the 9 and move the 11 back. He could also take it from us, and we don't even have it.
So let's just do it while we have it.
We don't know. But what we do know is that he's a good player. I know he's in the top 3 right now, or 4. There's been some swinging back and forth there. I don't know if he's 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. Both of these players have played quite extensively and often with us. By the way, just so you know in the interface, this button up here is how you get to and from the afterlife. These show you the...
They can't see what button you're hitting, so it's the button in the top right corner.
Oh, they can't. Yeah, okay. Well, they kind of see it. Look, there's a little bit of... Watch the gray. See that?
So
there's a little subtle gray on the skull. Watch. See? That's right. They can't see it, but they can feel it.
Fair enough.
All right, so let's see. Yeah, he did take the 9. I figured he might, and he might sit there and try to... I don't know. It's too early for Raven. He likes to hold that for a while. Here's one thing to notice that I notice when he plays me is I know, and not just him, but anyone that plays me, when they're doing a lot of afterlife stuff, they take longer.
Oh, yeah.
So I always try to feel out like people's position. That was not the best one he's ever had. Something interesting. See this card? That +1 is becoming a -1.
Ooh.
So it's going to be harder to take her. I think the 7 looks mighty nice, except it would ruin our play. The 3 is still viable, but we'd have to give up the 4. The 8 gives him the 8, which is a terrible play. So there's not a really good option for us right now. I think that giving the 4 back to the middle and taking the 7 and the 3 is probably the logical play, and then moving his 9 back.
Yeah.
All right, let's try that, because we need to keep that 11 where it is. So we do that, we move his 9 back 1, and take the faction out.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yep. All right, so we do that. Now we can play our nice little reinforcement, right?
Yep.
All right, so reinforcement is a duplication card, and what it's going to do, and because we're trying to line up this really, really powerful card in one row, it's going to create 2 copies of it. Now, it randomly chooses the card if there's more cards. So, like we said before, managing your luck, managing your percentages, 1 card in the row, guaranteed, that's a 100% chance of success. So that was what we were trying to line up, was a nice double-digit card in a row to do exactly that. Now, the odds of getting all 3 of those cards in our allies is almost 0, because now that we have 3 big giant targets on our back, and the Gravity Racer is always a big target. Gravity Racer, I think, it has 1 more negative on it now, by the way. It's a new color, so it's going to have a 3rd color. I don't recall which it is, but we've balanced it out because it is pretty powerful. It's easy to use, and so it's more balanced with, say, the Entrepreneur, for example, is the very first in this update -5 card.
Whoa.
It has a -5 activist. So, yeah, we're going to see how that plays out. I'm just glad it's beta. Because we get to test this out, because this may be what comes in the 2nd edition game. We're toying around with some of these minor adjustments just to make the game a little bit more, I don't want to say, it's not more or less balanced, because you could do anything.
Just adds a little more variety.
We just want to offer variety with the new edition coming out, and we're going to do some test runs here in the online game.
Adds a little flavor.
And each season, we plan to do a wholesale change on the movements to create part of the storyline of why this community is upset with that community, and now there's a lot of negatives on the Brown and the law for the law enforcers, and et cetera, et cetera. So right now, what did he play? What did I miss that?
Was that
Refaction Max Shelling?
Ooh.
Well, a lot of interesting things. I'd like to Refaction Max Shelling. We got it. We could.
Well, I mean, if we refaction, there's a good chance it could be reinforcements.
Oh my God, let's do that. Now here's the problem. The only way we can do it is take the 8, but the odds are still in our favor. Let's give him the 8. Let's just do it for fun.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. We give him the 8, take the 1 out. It's a net 1 for us, but we want a refaction too. So either Max Shelling comes out or reinforcements, and it is reinforcements. Oh. And so we have a 3 and 4 chance to get another 11 and really make this row look interesting.
Come on.
Thank God there isn't a card that says kill all 11s on the board, because
nice.
We are now officially got just about the max you can get on the 11s. We have cornered the market in gravity racers. We don't bet on this race because we own them all.
We own the team now.
What? Look at that. I don't know if I've seen that before. Not with a gravity racer, at least. What's the max number of cards you ever seen? I think I saw 6.
Of the same card?
I saw 6 Inside Traders once. 6 Trader of Secrets one time, I think. And one was brown. That's what's funny about it. Look, what's that?
Shaking the table. Shaking our camera.
Is that really shaking it? It's a weak table then. This looks
I know.
solid.
These tables that you got us.
They're solid. Don't listen to him. They are beautiful. I don't know what type of wood it is. Let's call it. Let's call it fake wood.
Call it
beautiful fake wood.
Brown wood.
Brown wood. Dark wood. Hey, that looks so pretty. Why is he messing with our stuff?
Although it does look kind of cool. You know, you have 2 down at the bottom.
Oh my God, look, we have witness protection. If we could just somehow... Oh, well, the 4 is obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to take that. Move his 6 out. Give him the 1.
Oh, yeah.
And take the 7 out, too.
Yep.
All right, so... Oh, look at this right now. Oh my God, we should do it now before he banks anything. It's scary not to, right? Look at that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's a hell of a play. Or do we just keep rolling?
That's for us, isn't it?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I'm thinking Razor Court. Sorry.
Yeah.
Or Cloud Deck.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Cloud Deck.
Yeah, forget
card
that.
Change?
Forget that. Witness protection and pop that 11
in? Yeah.
Or, no, witness protection the other row.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, what?
Let's just do that.
I was like, does it say recruits only?
No, it doesn't. Again, thinking Shadow Cell. That's actually a nice card to come out with right after that. Oh, what are the odds?
I mean,
1 and 4.
Yeah.
So, oh well.
What can you do?
The gravity.
F5. See, that's another one of my favorite cards.
Well, you can't hate it. He doesn't have a faction card to take it. So, what we're doing is we're still able to play some faction keep away. But I'm gonna guarantee he takes the 2 orange. The struggling actress isn't struggling anymore because she's gonna take the Trader of Secrets, the Ace Detective, and the Spatial DJ. He could take the 5. Could also take the 5 and swap the 7, and that's probably just as good a play or better. So it's really up to him. But I don't know. We still have this in our back pocket. I really like our setup right now. Even though we don't have as many cards.
Yeah, we don't have as many cards.
What I'd like to see is a Black Mirror come out.
Yeah.
Black Mirror would be really nice. Do you mind if I borrow Black Shade from Shadow Cell? Because that would be really nice for us. I would always wondered, Black Shade puts 2 Black Mirrors in the opponent rows. And if you could combine Quattro and Black Shade in a play, you can do it technically with Blue Burn. If you have Blue Burn and Quattro and you steal Black Shade, you could do it. Oh, he did take the struggling actress. Look, he's still pretty much in.
At the beginning of the 5th, though.
We're still tied.
Right now, that's the one thing.
Oh, well, this one seems very logical that the 11 is coming our way. We need another 11, don't we, in that row?
Yeah.
You can never have enough 11s in the Loyalist row. Take his 8 out. I'm just going to say bank the 2 3s and move the 5 back. Don't need those. Ooh.
Oof. I know. I'm like.
So
I think it'd be worth it to use it now.
Just do it.
I think so. It's still early in the game. We have the second.
Yeah, let's just do it. We very rarely does this occur to do this. You almost always use we could move that 4 the other way, But nah, let's just do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want them. Home run with our gravity racers. Look at that. Look at those allies. 11, 11, 11, 11, and 11.
Yeah.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, we can attack his cards. He can't attack those. It's very rare that Quattro scores 0 points. I mean, that is. I
don't know if it's possible.
I don't. Well, he just did.
Oh, well.
He's
technically, yeah,
no,
yeah.
It's very, very rare that you would use Quattro to do what we just did.
Right, the cards that are already on your side of the board.
But knowing Shadow Cell, we know that Shadow Cell has Raven.
I guess you could do negative on Quattro, too.
You could, but you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
That wouldn't be fun.
You wouldn't do it.
Unless, yeah.
You typically would not do what we just did, but it just looked too juicy. It was like a big, nice fillet right in front of us, ready to eat, and we just had to eat it.
Yep.
Okay, but look, we still don't have much. This is my problem with Alpha Guard is all the cards I love, and I love to play with Alpha Guard, and yet I can't seem to get separation, and I don't know why. Other people do really well with Alpha Guard. I somehow, I don't want to say struggle. I still have an over 50%.
I think we want to try and set up that F the man somehow. I mean, there's some blues and reds.
We can easily do that. And we're the second player.
Yeah.
It might be on our side, though, because we have 2 blues.
That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe we should just start planning for that, and then we'll see what faction
By the way, the other legendary card we have is Blueburn, actually.
Ooh, nice.
So now if he comes out...
I can't wait for that card.
It'd be so terrible. He came out and somehow Blackshade was in his deck. Yeah, Blueburn is...
Pseudocide.
Blueburn is a card I absolutely love, and I absolutely hate if I'm on the other side of it.
What about Proxy? Are we going to see Proxy one day?
You're going to see every card that's in the deck one day, but it's just about timing. Oh, man, there went our 111. So, okay. You're going to mess with our 111. Unbelievable. The 10? An obvious
I think
play.
The 10 is the obvious play.
You have to give him the 7 to take it, though.
Really? He's got that. Well, yeah, but...
But you bank the negative 3. I would say, yeah, let's just do it. We have nothing to lose. We can move that back, do that, and give him the 7. Have the 7. Have fun with it.
Ooh.
It's not very good right now. I would almost say Irresistible Charm is better because there's only 2 nice cards in there.
Yeah.
That one. We could put down this right now and force him to do something about it.
No, let's save that.
Well, look. Because it's round 6. He could put 1 on that row.
True, but you could remove it. But, yeah, I mean, it's round 6. Let's just do it. It's 15. It's 15.
No, actually, Irresistible Charm would get us the 8 in that row, and then we could come back with it next round.
Yeah.
Because it's going to draw some cards. Okay, because he's going to get a 1 from this play. We're not making much separation here, but getting that 8 will give us 4 cards in that row. So we'll do that, and give him that. All right. There's some factions.
So if he wants that 10, he's going to have to lose that 7.
Or give us the 8.
Yeah.
Which is fine with me.
Yeah, I mean,
because if he takes the 10...
I have nothing wrong with that.
No, the 2 is also quite nice. You could take the 10, the 8, the 2, and a 5.
Yeah.
It's quite nice. It's a good play, but he's only got 2 plays left. We have 3, and he is sitting in a place where he may have a faction he needs to play. And so this is a dilemma. The best move...
This is an interesting game because a lot of these 2s have been really, really powerful. But he probably has a faction he wants to give us. My guess is he's got Raven, and he wants to take our 10 and take our 8. But the thing is, even if he has that...
Or Phantom Moon.
We can draw a whole bunch of cards. Phantom Moon, a mole, so what's he doing? He's going to take our 10 and make it a 10? It's fine. No problem. Now we take the 10, because it doesn't hurt us at all. Everything moves back, basically, right?
Yep.
Or do we take this? Just take a bunch of points right now. Or just take the 10? Because we need to get that down on the board, right? That's the big thing. We can just move everything back 1. And then we come back with the F man, right? Is that our plan?
Absolutely.
Well, we have lots of options for the last round.
All right.
All right, so now we're sitting in a very close match. We have a slight lead with 1 more round left. He does have a faction. That faction will draw at least 1 card, most likely 2 because he'll give us the 1. So it's likely we're going to end up with a faction because it's Basically, at least more than one out of every 3 cards has a faction symbol.
Even if he doesn't, if that 5 is still out there in the middle, and that's our only card to choose.
Oh, we can win. We can almost win with the 2 as well. Yeah. Oh, the 5's better though. Yep. No.
Yeah.
No, because we want to move the 10 back into the row. It'd be better. He's gonna have to give us 1 most likely. If he moves otherwise he's losing 8 or 7 points. It doesn't make any sense for him to lose that. So here comes the 1. He's gonna give us 2 once.
Ooh.
Why? He's got something to draw. Oh, there's the other 11. Always comes out during the same game. So what is he setting up? Swap for what? Raven? He likes to play Raven on his last play.
What do you have?
Typically. He saves Raven for the last, but I think we have a couple really nice cards here that are going to be difficult to overcome. What's interesting is with this on the board and these 2 cards in the middle.
Yeah, I know.
We've got what we hope for is another blue or red to come out. We've got lots of options.
Even if we are able to take the 15 out back, because then we can move the 10 back and then move one of his over.
There's a lot of options for us. Unfortunately for him, that 15 and 11 coming out gives us 2 options, and he's already made his move. So
it just comes down to the faction.
It depends on what his faction is and how he's planned it out. We don't know how deep he's gone in his planning. I mean, sometimes you're planning a play for 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds. I mean, the Messenger and Dawnlight, I sometimes play that 6, 7 rounds. I'm working the board to make that play. And it can be huge. It can be a huge turn of events.
He's waiting to play. I don't know if he's played it already, but the card he said he was going to boycott the other day.
He's going to boycott a
card? I don't know which Shadow Cell card it is. The
Watcher?
The double.
What double? Black Mirror?
No. It doubles a card, 2 cards.
Oh, he just removed that? Well, that seems easy for us then. Yeah, so now it's all about just doing flicks, right? To inflict some pain. So this is where you got to look really quickly. We can do with flicks 15, 11, 9, and 8, and 7, and give him 2, 2, 1, and 4, and 5. That's probably enough points if we wanted to add it up. But we still need to take a faction. What faction do we take? We're not going to mess with his cards, probably. So we'd want to take the faction that does the least damage.
Should we keep hitting the desk?
I'm sorry. Well, we can hit the desk. Can we get rid of that 10? We can with 15. Let's do that.
Yeah, I mean,
all right.
That's our best bet right
best
there.
bet. We do have to give him the 2, but we can take this 10 out because we can give it to him with flicks.
And then
and then take these. You know, we're not doing anything with them anyway. Oh, profitable
We
venture.
could have moved our 10 back though for that. Oh, the F
we don't have it.
Gone, so that
and this is pretty.
takes away.
Now we're tied, so we're just gonna add insult to injury with a nice little flicks. Watch what flicks does. She's gonna allow us to move everything out of the neutral area, but in an organized fashion. So we'll start with an 11 here and give him the negative 10. We'll then take the 9 and give him a 1. Take the 8, give him a 2. Take the 7, give a 4, and 6, and 5. And we will just take a bow.
And that is a victory.
That is a victory. And it was very close until the very end. But we had him kind of dead to rights. Removing the faction, or the man that really didn't help him. But if he had left it there, it would have hurt him.
Right.
So he was kind of in a quandary there, and it just goes to show, you know, if you plan it right. I mean, that flicks card we were waiting on, we knew that we had the board kind of controlled, and that was that. So thank you, See You Frisbee. Another good game. You almost pulled it off. Tough to take 2-on-1, but you know it happens.
Alrighty. Well, hey, good game, Tina Marie. And good game, See You Frisbee.